It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And tonight, it'll be the Phil 76ers going up against the Indiana Pacers. For Indiana, these guys are playing good basketball with 7 wins in their last 10 games, and they like their chances tonight. It's rare to see a point guard lead the NBA in scoring, but that's exactly what Freak is doing right now. Not only that, but he's still making sure to get everybody involved. How great has this been for this kid?
I mean, only MVP candidates can lead the league in scoring at the point guard position. I mean, it's critical to his team's success. Most guys would say, well, he's shooting too much. But no, his teammates say he's not shooting enough. The only time he's not supposed to shoot the basketball, Ernie, is when he doesn't have it.
If he holds on to the scoring title and keeps running the offense like this, he'll have a claim as the best point guard in the game today. Heard it here first.
And the
at the small forward position, standing 6'8", number 31, Hollis Thompson. The other forward, 6 feet 10 inches, number 39, Guy Temple. At the point, 6'0", number 1, Ish Smith. The big man, standing 6'11", number 4, Nerlens Noel. Starting at center, standing 6'11", number 8, Jaleel Okafor. The head coach of York.
It's the end of a string of away games for the Pacers as they look forward to returning home after this one. And, of course, Amir Ashi. This is his first game in his new Philadelphia 76ers uniform.
You know, I'm really excited about seeing how this team is going to evolve since the trade. I mean, he's the guy that can end up being a key player for him down the stretch.
No doubt about it. I mean, there are some guys you win with and some guys you win because of. And when you look at him, though not a superstar, he's the type of player that they've been missing and can really, I think, help this team come together.
Guard. Turner is out there with Paul George. And there's Ian Mahinmi. And it's Ellis at the 2 guard. Okafor with the ball. Out defended by Freak. Picked by Okafor. Smith kicks to Temple. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. That one's good from the corner. Thompson's got the first points up on the board here for the 76ers. Here's Freak. Rebound by the 76ers. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
And really, I just felt like they didn't compete, particularly on the backboard. Probably their weakest area in that game.
Well, they weren't doing their work early. They weren't carving out space for themselves under the glass. And guys just weren't working hard enough, in my estimation.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And he uses both hands to jam it in.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Thompson outside. The 3. Offensive rebound. Smith right side. Back to Noel. A second chance effort. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Noel's got his first basket of the night.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Outside for George. Pass to Freak from outside the arc, and he gets the bucket. Freak's got 5.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
Smith, pass to Noel, shoots from 12. Rebound by Mahinmi.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And a wide-open look for Freak. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the 76ers. His biggest concern seemed to be how to contain Monte Ellis on the offensive end. He said, quote, no matter where he is on the floor, he is a threat to score because he can get into the lane whenever he wants. We'll just have to try and get the ball out of his hands on the offensive end. We'll see if they can do just that.
Thanks again, Doris. Now here's Freak. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Right through the D for the layup. Freak's got 10 points in the game.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Noel sets a screen for Smith. Pass to Noel. That one's off, still out of sync.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Freak. He's got 10. 5 to shoot. The 3 from George. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Here's Okafor, and the rejection by Mahimi. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
The 76ers trail by 9.
Timeout for the 76ers. Okay, Philadelphia, let's give a hand to your own Sixers dancers.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I was able to listen in on what Frank Vogel had to say to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach wants to get him involved early so he can establish a strong presence at that end of the floor and provide them with a well-balanced offensive attack. So still in the opening quarter and already some adjustments being made. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Freak. He's got 10. There's a screen. Kicks it to Turner. His first shot coming late, and there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Smith drives in. Thompson from long range. Can't get it to go. And Indiana will come the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
And that one's good. Freak. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Indiana.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Here's Freak. Jahlil Okafor making his last shot. And that one's good. Turner's got his second bucket of the night.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger. Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Turner with a screen on Thompson. Freak dishes to Turner. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Their defense just hasn't been able to slow them down.
And that's a big reason why they're trailing, surrendering too many easy baskets.
And it's Freak missing. The 76ers trail by 16. Temple the pass to Noel. Thompson outside. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. The drive by Smith. Here's Okafor. It's rebounded by Indiana. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Hey, Greg, we got to be honest here, which is really the only way I roll. Neither of these teams are world beaters. I mean, but you got to start somewhere. A win tonight would be a step in the right direction.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Feeds to Ellis. This one for 3, and that one's good. Ellis has got his third basket of the night.
And they are doing some damage from deep.
Which is the main reason, partner, they're sitting on this big lead. awesome shooting so far.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Sixers dancers.
While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season.
You really got to admire their conditioning. I mean, it takes a major commitment to play that fast-breaking style, and they are all in.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Mahinmi. C.J. Miles comes in for Turner. And it's Hill in for Ellis. Out left to the wing, here's Oklahoma
For the rest of the game.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. George Hill missing his last shot. He's guarded by Hill. Down low. And Embiid throws it down.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
And it's Freak missing. The 76ers trail by 19. Defended by George. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
A moment here to check out some of the stats for Hill. He's averaging 7 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
He certainly knows his role, and he gives you some good minutes. That's really all you can expect from him at this point.
And the 76ers making a change here. Grant's checked in. Pick up by Hill.
Move the ball.
To the inside. Hill kicks to Freak. Shoots. Kept alive by Indiana. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Covington's shot is off. Pacers leading by 19 points. And it's Hill. That time the assist by George. George has got his 5th assist in this one. Screen by Grant. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
The 11-footer. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And that's 15 points for Freak. And there's the feed to Covington. 18 feet out. They get it back. Embiid. Shot's good. Embiid's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes.
That athletic.
Yeah.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
Embiid the screen. Over to the left wing. Covington with the bucket.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Here's Freak. 17 points in the game. Pick up by Hill. Shot clock at 5. Here's Freak. And a miss there on the triple. The 76ers trail by 19. Dishes to Grant. The pass to Covington. Screen by Grant. Jacks up a three. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
What a 3 at the horn as they end the quarter.
And talk to Monte Ellis. He says he feeds off his doubters. He loves to hear someone say what he can't do.
I think I had that all my life. I always had to prove somebody wrong, and, you know, still to this day. That's just the competitiveness that I believe my oldest brother built into me when I was little.
And Monte Ellis is still trying to prove people wrong now in Dallas after their quick exit from the playoffs a season ago. Clark, it's been a decade in the league now for this very talented guard.
And, you know, that kind of relentless...
Indiana leading by 18. Freak dishes to Hill. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
And here's Smith. 9-point game his last outing. Inside on the wing, Thompson. 5 on the clock. Good on the three-point shot. Thompson's got 7 points in the game.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Freak with it. 17 points in the game. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Freak's got 20.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
They get a hand on it. And that's on a bounce. Philadelphia will retain possession.
And let's take a look at the numbers for Ellis. 3rd in three-point shooting. And also his field goal percentage is up in the top 5. Tremendously efficient at finishing plays at the basket.
And he's the type of three-point specialist that doesn't need a ton of shots to rack up points.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bucks played some good basketball. He picked up 12 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. Another strong showing from him in what has become a habit.
Doris, thank you. Well, guys, you know, he made play after play in that game.
You know, let's see if he can keep it going tonight. I say he does. I'll bet he goes off again.
That's a pretty bold prediction there. I mean, he's going to have to be very, very strong to even come close to dittoing that performance. Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
From deep. And it's rebounded by Covington. Philadelphia's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Here's Grant. And that one comes up a bit short.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
2 minutes left in the second quarter.
From deep three-point range. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Covington passes to Embiid. Shot to stop the drought. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Indiana. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know. And, of course, Philadelphia, right now, quite a ways down below.
And seeing where the 76ers are, with the start they've had, they've taken what was such a hopeful preseason and turned the mood sour.
Can't remember the last time I've seen optimism turn to pessimism as quickly as I have with these guys. I mean, their fans are already talking about who needs to be replaced.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Freak. Kept alive by Indiana. Hill. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Shape up. Shape up.
.122 left in the second quarter. Smith outside. Embiid kicks to Thompson. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Covington with the bucket.
They're having much more success here in the second after missing on a few chances that they had earlier. They've locked in and zoned in here now.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. We've got a moment to see the league leaders in steals. Freak number 1.
Defensively, his intensity just never drops. You match that up with his incredible timing, and you can see why he's atop the list.
And stolen by Freak from deep three-point range. Tipped away.
And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
Grant sets a screen for Smith. The dish to Grant. Thompson passes to Smith. Clock at 6. Covington inside the line, and it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got 5 rebounds tonight. Kept alive. Launches it. That's good. Freak's got 26. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Indiana out in front, opening up a huge gap. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, what a great job you did, both moving the ball and passing it and scoring it. What has been the key for you to this point?
I've just been trying to take what the defense gives me, really. I know I can't just try and go right at them every time, but if they give me a look, I'll shoot it. Otherwise, I'm just trying to keep the ball moving.
Wow, Kevin, not sure what to do with that one.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half. Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well.
When you're hot, and that's certainly been the case for Freak. He's got 26 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on him.
And, Clark, you can tell they're good right now when the ball leaves his hand. He has racked up a ton of points.
Okafor out there with Noel. Then it's Smith. Then it's Thompson, and it's Temple in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories, rebounds just being one of them.
Here's Smith. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Smith's got the first bucket of the third here for Philadelphia. There's a screen. From deep, and it's Freak missing.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
That's the wall.
Paul George with the steal. Here's Freak. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Noel's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Temple can't get it to go.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Offensive rebound, Turner. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Turner's got 9.
Plays like that, the hustle plays on the backboard, the second chance points that have really caused problems all day for the defense.
That is an elegant move to drop in the floater there, guys.
Pacers leading by 20. Here's Freak. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
Now let's take a quick look at the numbers for George. He's right around 17 points a night, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Yeah, you know, you just plug him in. He's a flat-out scoring machine. When you plug him up, let him go.
Okafor sets the pick for Smith. Again, Philadelphia.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Stick it too much.
Pulls it up, but they'll get another chance. Ellis dishes to Freak. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had.
Smith kicks to Okafor. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And he knocks down the first one. The Pacers making a switch here. Hill's checked in. Both free throws good from Okafor. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Now here's Freak. He's got 26.
He's frigid from 3. I don't know what's worse, that he can't hit anything from out there or that he keeps on trying to.
Turner covering. Puts up the baby hook. And it's Okafor getting it to go. Okafor's got 4 this quarter.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And stolen by Freak. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. Rebounded by Temple.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
There's a screen by Noel. And George kicks to Freak. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. 28 points for Freak.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
I want you to focus on getting to the rim. Let's look to attack quickly. We need high percentage shots. Move the ball around and make the defense rotate.
Omiraj, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Indiana. Stuckey comes in for Freak. It's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. Pacers leading by 10. It's taken away by Smith. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. That cuts the lead to single digits. Smith's got 13 points.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
To the paint. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Superb playmaking from Monte Ellis. That dish was right on time.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Pacers lead by 10. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. And the final period of play just about to start. Here's Freak, and a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Freak in at point guard. Turner is out there with Hill. Then there's C.J. Miles. And it's Ellis in at the 2 spot. The 76ers trail by 12. Smith kicks to Grant. No good with the triple. The Pacers shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
So it's Philadelphia now. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That will kick off a 6-game road trip for the team. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending the official call.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Pacers leading by 13. And here's Freak.
Move the ball.
14 feet away. That one rolling around and rims out. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Grant. Back to Smith. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Covington's shot is off. The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Freak with it. Shot clock at 6. From deep. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 5th rebound in this one. Grant the pass to Covington, and stolen by Freak. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Hill, no good.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
And it's Okafor missing. Indiana leading by 13. Ellis wide open. And the 3-ball is good.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Pass to Grant. He kicks to Okafor. The shot from the low post is good.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. On the wing, Ellis. Freak sets a screen for Ellis. And the Pacers, another 3.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's Freak. And Embiid with the block. Smith outside. He feeds it to Okafor. Embiid inside. Turner covering. Grant. That's good.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Now here's Freak. Covered by Smith.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Now Freak. Clock at 4. There's the triple. Okafor grabs the miss.
Well, in most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Grant kicks to Okafor. Smith drives in. Hill with some nice D.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
But they recover it. Tries to keep it alive. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. Some changes for Indiana. Mahinmi's checked in for Hill. And Georgia subbed in for C.J. Miles. Here's Freak. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
And Turner with the block. Smith kicks to Okafor. Shoots over Turner. And it's Okafor missing.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
They set the pick. Now here's Freak, covered by Okafor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Freak. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Smith kicks to Thompson. To the inside. Here's Okafor. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Pacers leading by 11. Freak with it. Picked up by Thompson. Here's Freak. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Freak's got 31 points.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Smith kicks to Noel. He dishes it to Okafor. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
Move the ball.
It's Ellis on the wing. Stolen by Thompson. Smith on the wing. To the middle. Here's Noel. No good off the back of the rim. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Here's Smith. Clark, they're looking now at a sizable deficit.
Yeah, you know, they've got a lot of work ahead of them, but no reason to give up hope right now.
Yeah, definitely not, guys. Not with all the time that's still left in this game.
There's a screen by Noel. Poked away and stolen by Freak. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Pretty devastating, actually, to turn the ball over like that and surrender 2 more points.
Yeah, you can ill afford to make mistakes at this juncture. It might not be impossible to come back, but it just got all the more harder.
Turner with the steal. And now Ellis running the floor all by himself. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Back to Smith. Offensive rebound. Noel.
And that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
And that one's good. Freak.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
The 76ers trail by 16. And it's Smith penetrating. Smith missing again.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
From deep three-point range, and it's Freak missing. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Over to the wing. Here's Temple. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Now here's Freak.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
There's a good screen. Clock at 4. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth.
Timeout call for Philadelphia.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the 76ers coach as he addressed his team. He told his players, turnovers are killing us right now. We can't keep trying to make the home run play. Settle down, run the offense, and make the simple pass. Kevin, sounds easy enough.
Here's Okafor. Noel trying to break loose. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Okafor. Pacers shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. Passes to Ellis. Here's Freak. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Smith outside, 6 to shoot. Here's Okafor, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
What a play there, the hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Smith kicks to Okafor. Smith dishes to Okafor. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
What a stellar outing in this one for Okafor. 8 rebounds, and he's produced 6 points from the free throw line. That's nice work.
And Clark, it'll definitely help their cause.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunities.
1:35 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Freak. Again, Indiana.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
The 76ers trail by 10. Smith kicks to Okafor.
That's the walk.
Good work defensively by Turner. The Pacers shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. And it's Freak missing. The 76ers running out of time. Thompson passes to Smith. To the right side. Kicks it to Temple. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. To the inside. Puts up the baby hook. Another miss by Okafor. And it's the Pacers ball. Here's Freak. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oh, and here comes Smith. All alone. Buries the jumper to finish the break. And here's Freak. Poked loose and stolen by Noel.
This game's finally gotten away from them.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, there's not really much they can do at this point.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Smith taking 2 shots.
So it's Indiana picking up the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never wrapped.
Well, with a game like tonight, you were all over the place. A triple-double in the box score. Would you consider this one of your better games of the season thus far?
Gorilla triple-double? Y'all didn't even know that. I guess I would have to say it was one of the better ones I played in. Really, I'm just happy with how the team competed and that we got the wins. Personal stats are secondary to that, always.
Congratulations, Kevin. You're going to deliver it. Take some chops.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Freak. Hard enough for most players to get a triple-double in any game, but he does it yet again. He delivered some serious all-star caliber basketball tonight.
Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight in every possible way. I know there's 10 players on the court.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire